All right, so here we are with another episode of Minecraft. 2 weeks in a row, nailing it, guys. It's not like I did this for 2 years or whatever. Anyways, so this week we are working on adding in a tunnel from my main kind of workshop base to the castle, which is unfortunately very far away, but without too much effort, we kind of tunneled it out, going in roughly the right direction. I did overshoot it when I was initially doing the tunnel, so whoops. But yeah, so we opened it up into the basement of our little area where our beacon is. I'm like, what is this? Beacon. And yeah, so got to add a little bit extra stone. I often forget that I have all of this stone material in here because I don't use the basement for anything, and so I don't think about it too much. The one bummer was the fact that I forgot that I didn't have the stairs down to get into the main area, and I haven't put in the button to be able to power the stairs down yet. I keep delaying that, so whoops, that's something on the agenda, I guess, that I'll have to do at some point. But yeah, after I built it, I realized that I didn't want it to have the stairs up into the tower. I wanted it to just be on the same floor because I can make the opening a little bit more clean. Right now I'm doing smooth stone, but I do eventually swap the floor out for mud, or not mud, that'd be silly, mud bricks. So don't worry, it will not look like this the whole time. But yeah, so it was basically just getting that sorted out. After getting that done, I went back, partially done. I decided to go back and finally figure out what I was going to do for the walls of the tower. And I wanted to use the cherry blossoms because I used it on the doors and it's new, or at least new when I made this. So I wanted to finally get used to using it. And since it's kind of like a nice pastel pink, I figured, maybe we could do that color. But then I thought of a bunch of other options, and so I decided to line all of them up. And so one is the nether, more like crimson, and then I decided to get some of the birch, and then I even did obviously some bone blocks, and kind of trying to figure out which one I wanted to end up using. This is the general outer structure that it's going to work with, and this will only be on the front and the back. The two sides won't have the major cone versions that these ones do. And then so on the sides, I decided to carry over the black stone, but then I was trying to figure out if I wanted quartz or if I wanted the shroom lights. And then I needed a little bit more glass, so that means we need levels, or I needed levels to enchant something. I needed levels because I needed to put mending on my hoe. That's what it was. I remember now. And so off we went to the mob farm or whatever. So this is the finished version of the tunnel, showing just how far away it is, because I normally now that I have my elytra and I regularly use it, sort of know how to fly, but not amazingly. I normally fly between there, but I kind of wanted to be able to also just travel that way. What would be really nice would be if I had a really fancy sorter or something and be able to be like, yes, I would like this, send it over. I did remember to put the buttons down, but when I did that, I noticed that this is too wide, and I don't remember it being set as too wide, and so I think that one of the Endermen ended up grabbing one of the blocks in order to get in there, and I eventually opened up a doorway in this way because I am constantly making that turn and realizing my mistake. So this is just a general opportunity to kind of see just the flow of the castle. I did add in a little bit more shroom lights, but I needed to finish it. I thought I had, which was what was me looking up and being like, I thought I had done that. So this is like the nice little tunnel. I still haven't put the doors back from when I did it with the sheeps, and then that opens up into the courtyard with the villager's house. And so this is the backside. I don't like how close this my wheat farm is, and so I'll eventually have to move it. And this is one funny side effect that I get occasionally when I am using my nether tree farm or whatever, is the fact that occasionally I'll pop up and I'll have this massive tree over, which is fine because it just means that I get more stuff. And so we just have to clear it out whenever that happens. This is the kind of center column right above the portal, and I decided to do the shroom lights and continue on with this nether wood, mainly because I wanted it to have some general lighting, because I eventually this is going to get fully closed up and I didn't want to have to deal with coming up some stairs and finding a whole bunch of zombies and stuff spawning up here. I am carrying on with this regular stone, which I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I'm going to go through all of this effort of building it up, and then eventually I'm going to be like, okay, now let's make it black. And I'm going to have to change it all out. And every block you see me placing is me in the future recording, looking and being like, man, I'm going to have to take all that out. But it matches the tower. But if not matches the tower, matches the castle. But if I wanted it to match the castle, then the whole stinking tower should have matched. Anyways, I also found this recipe or whatever when I went to go get some more of this blackstone, which was kind of cool, and a golden apple, which was nice. But yeah, it was kind of strange to have to I like how I'm struggling to figure out what I actually want with it. I do go back for it, by the way, but trying to figure out. But yeah, so I don't know. And then I decided after looking, I wanted to add some more blackstone for this section because the pink was just, it was too much. So I decided to put another layer of the black, and here you can see, and I put the pink in the center because the stripes just was like a whole lot of pink and blue, which is a lot. I'm not a super big pink person. I like it in moderation, like most things. Anyways, and so I added that in to kind of get a general idea of it, and I looked at it and I decided pretty quickly that I hated it. It was too much. So I made a quick stop at the at our little frog lights, and so I watched them wander around. I put these little it's funny because these are actually like glass panes and not actual like glass blocks. You can see it on my screen that I'm like focusing in on like a glass pane that I'm standing on, which feels very dangerous. But anyways, so I quickly decided that the pink was just, we would just forget the pink. We have given up, and we're going to, maybe if I wanted a more cutesy city, but it doesn't match anything. There's no other pink anywhere else, which is the problem when you have like a new color released, is the fact that it doesn't match. But anyways, so we swapped it out for blackstone and we accepted it, and it looks better. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like if you liked it. Thanks for watching. Bye.